afternoon, good evening, wherever you are today watching the video cast. Today's the 14th of April, getting that right, yeah, 14th of April, and so now it's 30 days until your handing, just nice big cup of tea there, yeah. 30 days until you hand in your project for the biological photography and imaging. So one of the first things that I want to not clear up, but just give you some information on, is the fact that I'm still not sure how you're going to do that hand in. I think it's going to be done through Moodle, but I'll get you more information hopefully by the end of this week to let you know how you're going to be handing in that piece of work, but I'm sure it's going to be done via Moodle. So what you'll be handing in is just a PDF of the final documentation, the final portfolio. The images, the raw images or the unmanipulated images and manipulated images, we'll deal with those at a later stage, but at the moment all we need to get in is the PDF of the portfolio. So that should be all okay, and I'll let you know by the end of the week hopefully as to how we're going to be doing that, but I'm sure it's going to be done via Moodle, so that should be good. See, I'm in my yard, my back garden. This is where I do all my macro work and just mess around with things. Yeah. But it's been 31 days since we got the email to say that we was going to online teaching, a new way of doing everything. So hopefully we're getting the information out to you. Hopefully we're doing okay with everything. So let me know if you're struggling anyway. I'm really enjoying the Instagram feed. There's some really nice work coming out from there. Plus I'm getting stuff in via email for feedback as well. So if you're going to send images in via email, then that's fine, but I'll only look about 3 images at most on email because it's more difficult to do it by email than it is to do it by Instagram. But I'm happy to get stuff in via email as well. So Instagram or email, quite happy to have a look at images. But I will be stopping the feedback on the 10th of May. I won't be doing any more feedback on any images after the 10th of May. So that will be the final cut off for your feedback, either by Instagram or by email. So if you want to have me to have a look at images, make sure you're getting them in before the 10th of May. The one thing that I won't do in the feedbacks process is tell you what is the best image. That's not down to me, that's down to you to choose that image. You've got to make that choice. That's part of the learning. I'm not going to say to you that's the best image, or don't ask me which one do I think is the best and so on. That's not fair. That's not learning. That's down to you to learn that. I'll give you some advice on what I think can be done if you're going to be using that image. I'll tell you whether it needs to be cropped, or if it exposure's off, or something needs to be done about it. I'm quite happy to do that, but I'm not going to tell you whether that image is good enough for the portfolio. That's down to you to choose. That's down to you to make that decision. And I know that may sound harsh, but that would be the same in any kind of work that you're handing in. I know you want to hand in the best work, and I want you to hand in the best work, but it's still at the end of the day down to you to make that final decision. Now I'm going to start doing these videos more regularly now, because what I'm going to be doing is going to be answering people's questions that they send in via this means as well. I'm not going to be naming people. I'm not going to say, oh, John Smith asked me this question. I'm just going to say I had this question in and here's the answer to it. So a couple of questions I've had in so far is, one is about the front cover. Do you need to put technical detail in for the front cover? The front cover is the only image where you don't have to put in the technical detail. The rest of them you do. I need to know what your shutter speed, your aperture, your ISO, your focal length, and anything like that. So I need to know that information. If you happen to be shooting on a smartphone, whether it be Android or Apple, then if you're having difficulty finding that information out, then just email Steve and he'll be able to give you information on how you can get the technical detail out from your phone via the software. So you know, that just give Steve an email and he'll sort it out for you. Affinity Photo, I've had questions about using Affinity Photo. It's still as a free download. You can the software that you need to be using is Affinity Photo. If you want to do your page layout, you can do it via publishers. You can download that. So all of their software is free at the moment via their download. So I think that runs out at the end of May, I think it is. So you know, you've still got time to use it. Have you found the PDF file on Moodle for giving you information about the portfolio? There's lots of information in there. The crucial information is at the back of the PDF about how to actually save the PDF file size that you need to be working on, so that you get, you know, the right file size. Because if we're going to be doing it via Moodle, then it's crucial that we get the file size right. You know, you can't be having too big a file size, otherwise, you know, just crash the system most probably, because this will be the first time that we've actually, you know, done our portfolios via Moodle. So we need to be making sure that we're keeping the file size under a certain size so that it all works properly. So front cover, Affinity, PDF, feedback. Oh, bang. Yeah, so I think that's most of it for this morning that I've got to talk about. But just remember, we've got, like say, we've only got about 30 days now before, or it might be less than that now. Yeah, we're the 14th now. It's got to be handed in for 14, so that is 30 days. So it'll be about 29 days before you've got to hand in. So you've still got plenty of time to be working on your portfolio. The weather's become really nice, isn't it? You know, I've been walking around and there's blossom out all over the place. The blue skies, everything is really, really nice lately. So you know, I think most of the years anyway with the undergraduates, this is when most people start taking, you know, their images for the portfolio, because they think the better weather makes better images. That's not always the case, you know, but that's what most students think. So yeah, so I'm going to say bye-bye now. Okay, so you be safe and keep yourself well, look after yourself, and I'll see you again either tomorrow or the next day when I've got some more questions that I'm going to be answering, and we'll have a little chat then. So until then, take care, see you later, bye.